It will be a killer and a chiller and a thriller when I get the gorilla in Manila.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cassius Marcellus Clay. He's young, he's handsome. They know it.
I can pound the tank of water and kill a dead tree. Don't mess with Muhammad Ali.
I've done something special. I've wrestled with an alligator. I've tussled with a whale. I've handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.
I'm as confident as I say, and I'm better than I say I am.
I'm a poet, I'm a prophet, I'm the resurrector, I'm the savior of the boxing world. If it wasn't for me, the game would be dead.
Who would bet on fly paddles beating me? Who would bet on Ernie Terrell beating me? I told you I was floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see.
Last week I murdered a rock, hinges of stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat. I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you, I'm the champion of the world. All of you follow.
He will be mine at around 9, and if he makes me sore, I'll cut it to 4. Thank you very much.
If that don't do, we'll get him in 2.
If he runs, we'll get him in 1.
And in your heart, you know I'm right.
Well, my resolutions are to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. That's nothing new to my man.
I saw somebody listening to you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to your Inner City Wake Up Call. I'm your host coming to you out of the Port City, Wilmington, North Carolina. This is your Inner City Wake Up Call. Good morning, February the 24th, 2016. As always, go to our Facebook page. The events calendar was checked up last night for the month. We're going into March and April. If you got events, go ahead and send them in because we're going to do this this week. We're going to go ahead and do the calendar up for 2 months. And I'm going to send it out. I got requests for copies of the business directory. If you want a copy of the business directory, if you want the complete listing, address, phone numbers, website, you got it. No covers at Gmail. I'm only sending them out by request only. I'm not trying to make a profit off of them, so I'm not making books. I'm getting tired of this thing about making money. Good Lord, I just do a service. I pay for it out of my pocket. But the book is coming. If you want it, it's already there. I will send it to you on Google Apps. We're still trying to create that app, but in the meantime, you can have the listing. You can have it for free. Just inbox me. Email me at noocovers, NOO, at gmail.com. NOOcovers@gmail.com. And I'll send you one. There's no problem. I mean, you want to listen to the business, I sure want you to get one. I want you to shop to the businesses. Again, 43 days of thoughts and understanding from a black man's perspective. We've got 43, so that means we got 20 more days to go. These last 13 so days are dealing with success. And then remember, you see on the site, March 17th, I'm inviting everybody down to eat dinner with me. Let's call it a dinner meeting. March 17th, come down to Advanced Youth Outreach on Dock Street, 1310 Dock Street. You'll see the advertisement on our page. We're going to chit-chat. We're going to socialize. We're going to have some fun. We're going to let our hair down a minute. And we're going to meet some people. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to do some business, too. You're not coming to a no-cover meeting and not do some business. So it's going to be some business done. You're welcome to come. Starts at 7:30, end about 9:30, about 2 hours. Come on down. Enjoy yourself. You all that have been following, I want you to connect with some people that are doing some things in the city. I want you to meet some people so everybody knows everybody. All right. Today's topic, and I'm going to go 2 ways today. Successful people have dreams. Few minutes I've got left. Successful people have dreams. I have those every night, we may say. Well, one thing about words, they sometimes have several meanings. And if we want to be successful, we need to get the right meaning of the words we speak. So let's look at dreams. Definition number 1. Dreams are thoughts, images, or emotions occurring during sleep. Well, that's the dreams we have in what we call REM sleep. A study shows that the average person has 3 to 5 of those dreams a night. And most of those dreams in REM sleep are not remembered unless somebody wakes us up in the sleep. So we're not talking about that kind of dream. So let's go to definition number 2. Definition number 2 says dreams are experience of walking life having the characteristics of dream as a visionary creation of imagination. walking life. That's what we call daydreaming. You daydreaming. It's a good escape sometimes, but that's not the dreams we want either. We don't want to be walking around daydreaming. So let's go to definition number 3. Definition 3 says dreams are an object seen in a dreamlike state. Now this one I wouldn't mind experiencing when I wrote the book. That's what we call a vision. Now when I wrote the book, I said I wasn't ready to experience that yet. However, since I wrote the book on another subject, I've been having some of those dreams. But that's on another level. So let's go to definition 1 and 4, because I want a definition that everybody can relate to, because we're looking for success, dreams, and success. Successful people have dreams. Definition number 4 says a strong desired goal or purpose. Now this is the one I was looking for. You see, it happens when we run. We get to the root meaning of something. Successful people don't just have dreams or walk around willy-nilly. They don't have the noun. Successful people have dreams that are the verb. A strong desired goal or purpose. And they go after that dream and purpose. And sometimes they have to sacrifice it all to get there. I want to tell you a story. I always got a story. This morning I posted Venus and Serena Williams. They're very special to me. Venus and Serena's story. They grew up on the tennis courts of Compton, became world champions because they followed the dream of their father and the dream that was instilled in them at an early age. And they never let go of that dream. The fun part I like about the story is Venus and Serena grew up the same way I grew up. They were Jehovah's Witnesses. They were just a different kind of Jehovah's Witness. They were Jehovah's Witnesses out of California versus a Jehovah's Witness being born on the East Coast in Newport News, Virginia. So let me show you how the Jehovah's Witness organization go. Out in California, that's Hollywood. On the East Coast, the Jehovah's Witnesses headquarters is based in New York. So the central location is the East Coast. So they're a little stricter on the East Coast than they are in California. So my father coming up as a Jehovah's Witness on the East Coast were a little stricter on me and my brother. He was strict to the rules of the organization, that he didn't allow us to venture off far past what they taught. So we had to break the barrier of sound and basically go out on our own to find our own dream. Venus and Serena, on the other hand, was with a father in California who, although he agreed with the mother of the teachings of Jehovah's Witnesses, because they have very good sound religious principle. They're some of the best people in the world. He understood the vision of being in societies was bigger than one organization. And so he put his children, his daughters, in something that would make them world champions. I say that so that those that follow no covers, because we are looking for followers, don't get me wrong. Those that continue to watch us on a daily basis, those that continue to want to help no covers, and I really don't need many. The work that we're trying to do, don't need many. Gideon only needs 300. I need about 30. 30 good ones, that's all. 30. I'm already getting there because I got about 10 right now. I need about 20 more. Good ones that's willing to say, bro, we got you. We're going to work with you. We're going to make some differences. The reason why I bring the Serena and Venus story up, because a lot of times people don't understand no covers. I get it. Sometimes you're a Christian. Sometimes you're a Muslim. Sometimes you're a Rasta. Sometimes you're drunk. I'm all that. Because I'm wrapped up in that and I'm transparent about who I am. And I really don't care who likes it or not. Because he guides me, not anyone else. As long as my children are not looking at me with a frown on their face, I could care less what anybody else has to say. That's just me personally. So if you see me in a church with no covers, it's because my people are in the church. If you see me at the reggae bar, as No Covers, it's because my people are at the reggae bar. If you see me in the streets on a bicycle, it's because my people are in the streets. And if you see me at the mosque praying, it's because I believe that there is no God but Allah. And that he's a universal God. And that same God that was with me at the church, that same God who was with me at the reggae bar, that same God who was with me in the streets, that same God who picked me up out the streets, it's the same God that when I'm on the floor of that mosque praying, that's answering my prayers. I'm not going to be caught into a box like my father. My father was caught in a box, and his box allowed him to lose his children because he was in a square box and he couldn't see past their thought process. I don't want to be in a box that people want to walk with me, but as soon as they disagree with what I think, I don't want to have anything to do with them anymore. Because their ideology or their spirituality or their thought process is different. We all came over here on the same boat. And the boat was called Slavery and Chains. Yeah, that was the boat. The boat of slavery, chains, and oppression. That's the same boat we can always search our ancestry back to. We were speaking different languages. We were speaking different dialects. And believe it or not, even though Islam was prevalent, you all holy, sanctified, righteous Muslims, Christianity and Judaism were a part of our culture too. Down in Jamaica, they Rastas. Down in the Caribbean, they Catholics. Yeah, Catholics. And if you think you're going to be caught into a box today and save our people, you got another thought coming. No. I'm whatever I feel like being to God. I love the story of Venus and Serena because I know what they went through to break out the barrier. I know the persecution they had to go through inside their organization to be shunned and rejected because they saw something bigger than themselves. They saw what they could be to the world as champions to little girls that are now saying, hey, I got a role model to look to. Little boys that might not have ever picked up a tennis racket from Compton and other inner city neighborhoods. When I go by the MLK Center, I see those children out there. I think about Venus and Serena. And I know the sacrifice, I know the conversations that their mother, especially because their mother was a devout witness, like Katherine Jackson. I know what they went through with the naysayers that didn't understand the bigger vision of getting outside the box of ideology and religion. Pastor Campbell always said, Brother Dawood, you the only Muslim I know to go to Port City Community Church. Yeah, and I enjoy myself when I go.
90 seconds.
Enjoy myself. Because I understand there is but one God. And he walks every day with no covers. You know how I know? Because you keep watching and you keep looking and you keep following. And I know good and well you're not going to like a fool. It has to be something that you see that keeps bringing you back. And I know it's him and it's not me. And he says, as long as I give him the power and glory and praise, we'll keep running in the right direction. I hope you continue to run with us. March 17th, come see us down at Advanced Youth Outreach. Have a blessed day. Be careful about the storm today. Keep your eye on it. It's tricky. Don't get caught up in it and keep running. Peace and blessings. Love y'all.